We're going to start today with cat and cow to warm up through the spine. So you lift the chest forward and then look back towards your belly, arching the back as high as is comfortable for you. Now, if it's uncomfortable on your wrist, you can come up onto your fists. You can put a small towel underneath your wrists or a couple of blocks to take the pressure off. Or you can maybe hang on to a couple of weights, which will also take the pressure off your wrist. Work with something that feels right for you. Alternatively, you could lean on your sofa or a block or chair. You can actually, for this one, come down onto your elbows. You don't get quite the same movement if you are all the way down onto your elbows. When you're doing this, watch that you're keeping your shoulders away from your ears, that you're not all scrunched up tight. Keep that neck relaxed. You're not trying to force your neck back as far as it'll go. Okay, coming back to a neutral position. What I want you to do now is concentrate on engaging the pelvic floor and the transverse abdominal muscles. So what I'm going to ask you to do first is think about pulling up your pelvic floor, zipping up your lower abdominal muscles or your transverse abdominal muscles. Feel as if you're trying to tighten up a belt or zip up a slightly tight pair of trousers. Keep breathing, and as you breathe out, release it, or breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, engage the pelvic floor, engage those abdominal muscles, and release. Breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, engage the pelvic floor, the abdominal muscles, and release on the next breath. Breathe in to prepare. As you breathe out, engage pelvic floor, abdominals, and release. Now if you can try and do that as you do the workout, that would be great. Do your best. Let's going to start here with leg slides, and remember, if that's uncomfortable on your fists, please do change, on your wrists even, please do change your position. Let's start with little leg slides away. So you're going to keep the pelvis as still as possible and just slide that foot along the mat and back. Really concentrating on holding that core and breathing in as you come back, breathing out as you slide that leg along the mat. So this is the beginner's version. If you're a little bit stronger, and only if you're a little bit stronger, I'm going to ask you to take that foot off the mat and just lift it slightly. But if you feel you're really wobbling, or you think you're lifting your hips off the ground, then keep it low. Okay, rest back for a moment. Feet together, knees wide if you need to. It gives you a little bit of room to put your belly in between. Stretch the arms forward. If you really drop down and drop the elbows, you're going to feel a little bit of stretch in the upper back as well. For a moment, let's come back into that position. And this time we're going to do the same, but we're going to float the arms. So what I'm going to ask you to do, again, make sure your wrists are comfortable, whatever you need to do to make them comfortable. Make sure you're not sat all the way back towards your feet. Weight of the shoulders is above the hands, hips above the knees. And you're just going to take a little arm float forward and back down. So as you do this, keep that neck relaxed. If you feel your middle of your back is scrunching up, you can turn the hands out just a little bit and you'll find that should relax the upper back slightly. It will turn off some of the muscles in the upper back. I also like to turn the palm inwards, or the whole arm so that the palm faces inwards. That way you're going to reach a little bit further. But think about floating rather than reaching as far forward as you can. You're trying to keep the body as still as possible. And back down. One more. And again. And Yes. So while you're doing that, I hope you were trying to engage your pelvic floor and engage the abdominal muscles. So again, as if you were trying to zip up a tight pair of trousers. Very easy to go on and do harder versions of the exercise, but not actually work your core, which is what we're aiming for today. Okay, coming back, gentle core muscle movements. Let's go with a bird dog, or sometimes known as Superman. We're going to take opposite arm and leg. So again, you might only be touching it forward and coming back in. Touching it forward and coming back in. You might be able to float it, but go with what's right for you today. Really be aware. Breathe in to prepare as you breathe out. Engage pelvic floor, abdominal, and move. Breathing in as you come back and relax those muscles. Re-engage as you reach. Coming back in. If you find you're beginning to wobble, either go back to the easier version or come back into a rest position. One more each side if you can, but don't feel you have to. It's more important to do the exercises properly and get there eventually with the numbers of repetitions. Let's have a rest. So whatever feels right for you, again, take the knees wide maybe, drop the hips, the bottom back, open up through the hips, come down onto your elbows, and maybe give the elbows a bit of the wrists a little bit of a circle to release them. And relax. It's coming up into a sitting position. And I'm going to ask you to come onto your elbows. Now with this exercise, if you wish to lie all the way down, you can, but I'm going to do it on the elbows today. And we're going to go with single leg slide. So we're sliding the leg away, flex the foot, bring it back in. So again, concentrating on engaging the pelvic floor and the abdominal muscles. Just those lower abdominals. Flex the foot, feel that in the calf. Okay, release out of that. If you need to come down onto your back, please do. I'm going to ask you now to take your legs a little bit wider and we're going to drop them side to side. Feeling that stretch through the hips, a little bit loosening in the lower back. So pick a position. If your shoulders and neck feel tight, take your head back down onto the mat. Coming back to center. We're going to go with a knee fold exercise. So I want you to take your feet a little bit further away, keep them hip width apart. And again, really concentrate here on your engagement of the pelvic floor. I'm going to ask you to fold one knee up into tabletop and take it out to straight, take the heel to the floor. So you're trying to keep the other leg as still as possible. You're trying to keep the pelvis in neutral, lifting in. Same leg, we're not alternating here. If you find it's too much and you need to rest, change legs. But otherwise, stay with me with this one leg and I'll tell you when to change. Remember that pelvic floor, zipping up. 2 more if you can make it, but if you've had enough, either change legs or have a rest and join back in with me when I move to the other side. Okay, taking that leg down to the mat. Let's change sides. Taking the knee in. So really be aware of what's going on here. How is your back? Is it rocking up and down as you do this? If you're finding it's too much, take the heel to the floor rather than the straight leg, as that makes it a little bit easier. So it's gentle engagement of the lower abdominals, but make sure you are contracting those lower abdominals. Feel what's going on with your back. In and release. In. 3 more if you can. Now remember, it's your body, your workout. So if it's too much at any point, either make it easier by doing the heel down rather than the straight leg and rest, or have a rest. So from there, let's just bring the knees in and give them a little bit of a circle. Okay, we're going to finish today's workout with a few stretches. If your hamstrings, the back of your thighs, are really tight, you might want to find a block, cushion or rolled up towel to sit on. All you need to do is sit as upright as you can, so your shoulders should be above the centre of your bottom, not leaning back. Feet hip width apart, so centre of the ankles, centre of the knees, centre of the hips. It's not wider than that. And I like to take the arms behind me. Now, you can see the position. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see the position of my back. We're all going to be very different here, and what I want you to feel is a stretch in the back of your knees. If you're already feeling that stretch in this position, that's great. If you're in this sort of position to do this, please sit on something or sit upright and put a little bend in your knees. As long as you still feel the stretch, it's important you still feel that stretch. Now, I like to take the arms back behind, and I want you to think about taking your belly button forward. So if you look, I'm not taking my chin forward, I'm not rounding my head. It's not about how far forward you go. It's about feeling that stretch in the hamstrings, in the back of the thighs, down into the knees. So firstly, be aware of what's going on with your back. If you're very inflexible, sit on something or put a little bend in those knees, as long as you're feeling a stretch here. If, like me, you're a little more flexible, just be aware as you go forward that you're keeping that neck relaxed. Just check. Turn your head side to side, maybe check it's relaxed. Look beyond your toes. Think of taking the belly button towards the thighs and just hold that stretch. Well done. Keep breathing. While you're holding this, maybe you could do some pelvic floor activations. So just a little squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Maybe a few fast ones. If your brain won't cope with that, don't worry. What's most important is getting that stretch in the back of the thighs. Okay, now I want to go with a figure 4 stretch, which is really good for stretching the glutes. So here, various positions. You may need to lie down on the ground. I'm going to start in an intermediate position on the elbows. Now, again, that might be uncomfortable for your shoulders. And you're going to take the outside of the ankle onto the other knee. I'm going to change sides so you can see a little bit better what I'm doing. Ankle, and then let that leg drop down and away. So from there, I'm feeling a stretch on the other side, but here. And you can adjust how that feels by taking the foot further away to make the stretch slightly less intense and let the knee drop further. Or if it's too easy, you can bring the foot closer. Again, you can change the body position. You can take the body down if it's too much. So if you're really, really tight and it's not comfortable, take it here. Okay, adjust. For me, I need to come all the way up here. But again, that's my body type. That's how I need it for me. And just relax into that stretch. Keep the breath going. And relax. I always need to come down a little bit in order to take the leg off. Put the leg back on. Again, just that foot position. It might be different this side. Let the knee drop down. And come up into whatever position you need. Or lie back. Be aware that the rest of your body should be fairly comfortable. And you're feeling the stretch. I'm feeling it here. If you've got tightness on your inner thigh, you may feel it there as well. Keep breathing. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Hold it for a little bit longer if you can. And release. Maybe shake the legs out. Again, you're going to want to sit on a block for this next one if your hamstrings are really tight. Now you have an option. You can take the legs wide. Now wide might be here, or it might be wider than mine. You're going to feel a stretch on the inner thigh. And I'm going to ask you to sit as upright as you possibly can, on a block or cushion if you need to. And think of taking the belly button forward. So you're not taking the neck. Again, I'm going to turn. It is, maybe if you're here, you're going to come to there. You might again need to do a little bit of bend of the knees. But watch you're not letting the feet drop out. Keep the feet nicely relaxed, knees towards the sky, sit tall. Now for me, I take my arms behind again to help with upper body posture, and I push forward slightly until I feel that here on the inner thigh. But if for you that stretch is here, that's fine too. You got to go with what's right with you. We all have slightly different basic postures, and whichever yours is will indicate how far you can come forward. So really feeling a lovely stretch through the inner thigh. Keep that breath going. Watch your neck's not pushed forward. It doesn't matter how far forward you come. I just want you to feel that inner thigh stretch. And release, shake it out. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the workout, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now.